Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Bradley in at the point. Hey, Smitty, as a player when it comes to preparing for a long season, talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger and lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Oh! Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Outside Conley. And the pass to Ingles. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And his shot blocking almost single-handedly changed the game. No one wanted to put up a shot with him lurking.
The drive by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
Bradley against Conley. Bradley with some nice D.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked by Bradley.
Well, we know he can get up. Avery Bradley making a great defensive play.
It's stolen by Green. And here's a fast break. Davis leading the way. And Davis throws it down.
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gobert with it. Now Green defending. Here's the teardrop. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Lakers the other way.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Jazz have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And at 6'3", Donovan Mitchell able to play shooting guard or point guard. What do you think is his best position?
You know, Kevin, he will tell you he can do both. Versatile enough to play and defend multiple positions, but I like him at the 2-guard position.
4 on the clock. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. James looking around. Loads it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by 80.
Utah with the ball. They trail by 6. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley. Then for the Jazz, Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Mudiay passes to Gobert. Back to Mudiay. Can they get it? A putback, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Rondo against Mudiay. Here's Howard. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Lakers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the first one drops. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And both free throws good for LeBron. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, are using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
Bradley kicks to Mudiay. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Clarkson bounce pass. Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's stolen by Rondo. Last break, the Lakers. And Howard with the stuff.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
And there's the call on James. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Throw good. Clarkson.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Moutier against Rondo. Passes to Davis. Outside for Rondo. Releases. The second effort. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bradley against Howard. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 5. Floats it up for James. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 6 points.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
Here's Clarkson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
The 3 from LeBron, and he's good on the 3-ball. James has got his third basket of the night.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Mike Conley, one of the best players never to play in an All-Star game, and he says he's tired of the underrated label.
The underrated Mike Conley thing has been out the window for me for a while, and it's gotten a little frustrating because I felt like I've been deserving of it over the years, but it's so hard to crack that spot in the Western Conference, and I'm going to keep working, and hopefully this will be the year.
And as he said, in the West, so many great guards.
And he's been a part of some winning teams, certainly has been in the conversation. He'll just have to be content with that max contract.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's James. Davis dishes to Howard. And it's blocked by Bradley. And he gets it back. Howard, the pass to Davis. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Left side, Bradley. And that one drops. Bradley's got his first points in this one.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Lobbed up there for Howard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And checking out the numbers for Davis, coming off a terrific season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
And the Jazz call time here. Out of town, the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Dion Waiters comes in for Danny Green. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Gobert finds Ingles. Waiters against Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Floats one up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Dion Waiters.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him. Really a sponge. Donovan Mitchell watches a ton of film, accepts coaching, and applies it. A big part of his rise to stardom.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the early success of Mitchell speaks to his ability to absorb and take coaching.
Yes, credit that coaching staff, putting him in position to succeed, helping him also to develop. His decision-making is growing game by game.
And Mitchell drops them both.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
Waiters outside. Down low, here's McGee. Gobert with the block. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. And James picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jazz trail by 7. Now Conley. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Conley up top. Pass to Bogdanovich. Five on the clock. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powered it home.
Lakers finds James. Drains it from 17 feet out. LeBron's got 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And now a look at LeBron James here. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Mitchell with it, picked up by Davis.
Excellent defense by Anthony Davis. He does not disappoint. Big-time play from AD.
And he's a great scorer, but Anthony Davis's defensive impact's maybe perhaps even greater. Do you think he has a chance to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Without a question, Kevin. On a team with more weapons, he can focus on the defensive end more. We saw that with Kevin Garnett, who won his Defensive Player of the Year award his first season in Boston.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. 7-point differential. Here's Bogdanovich. Tipped away.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ingle. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1. Third is JaVale McGee.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
On the wing, James. Ingles covering. And he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
For the Jazz, Bradley's checked in for Bogdanovich. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's Clarkson. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Frank, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And Utah making a change here. Goudier's checked in, and both free throws good for LeBron.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cloak loose. Pass to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Takes a shot at the elbow. He gets that one. Clarkson's got 6.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Here's Niang over James, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. When we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Ernie, the first half was all about Bron. Time after time, we see him taking over games. But to do it like this many years, it's unreal, Ernie.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
We played through the first half, plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, say, get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. There was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant right before the draft. That deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
And the Jazz with possession here. Trailing here by 8, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Conley feeling it out. It's stolen by Bradley.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated. I mean, plenty of lift in those legs. LeBron never did the dunk contest. He just does it in a game.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Conley against Bradley. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Gobert can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Conley against LeBron. And the layup falls. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. House 4 for 4.
Here's Waiters. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Free throw, no good for Waiters.
Dion Waiters should be a great free throw shooter. He has high arc, good touch, maybe just lack of focus at times.
And Utah turns it over again.
And let's take a look at Joe Ingles. Here are his numbers. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 12 points per game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Conley finds Mitchell. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. To halt the run, off the left rim and out. Lakers leading by 14. Here's LeBron. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Utah calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Then for the Jazz, Bradley's checked in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Mudiay, and Mudiay throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Howard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Howard's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mudiay kicks to Clarkson. Back to Mudiay. And the layup's good off the glass. Mudiay's got his second bucket.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Inside, Davis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 7.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Rondo finds Caldwell Pope. Kuzma left side over Davis. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. The pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, beyond the production, Mitchell gives this team energy, spirit. They ride off his adrenaline.
Rondo passes to Howard. And it's blocked by Bradley. Mitchell outside. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kuzma inside. He's guarded by Davis. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And it's George Niang in for Mitchell. Here's Niang, guarded by Green.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The Jazz have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Lakers leading by 8. Rondo dishes to Green. Over to the wing. Releases from 15. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Moutier kicks to Gobert. Here's Clarkson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Jazz trail by 8. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Lakers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Jazz. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Bradley finds James. A rebound by the Jazz.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And Davis can't get it to go. And James picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Conley. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
That's good from McGee. Jazz trailed by 11. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
The drive by LeBron. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
They get a hand on it to the middle. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by James. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. James with the ball. And finished off by Davis.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, you'll find him.
Jazz trail by 11. Ingles in the corner. Latrey. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Bradley's checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. The shot's good from McGee.
That's the value of having an unselfish big man to run the offense through. AD making a play for his teammate.
Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles leading by 13. Davis the pass to James. Over Conley. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis. And that's now 25 points for LeBron. Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bradley with the ball. Pass to Davis. Bradley dishes to James. And they double up James. Caruso kicks to Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 12 points in just the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And Davis is checked in for Bradley. Knocks it loose. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
To the paint, Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
And here's Bradley. Inside. Here's Davis. Here's LeBron.
I mean, LeBron is blessed with every physical advantage. I don't know how you stop him without fouling.
No good on that one.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Now, here's Tucker. Pass to Williams-Goss. Puts up a 3, and O'Neal gets it to go. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. The baseline jam. But they recover it. Davis kicks to Bradley. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.